Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you property under €150,000, only 10 minutes from this place. Yep, and this actual spot, a bit of information. I'm sure that I'm correct in saying this, but this actual spot has a link to Greenwich, of all places. But I've got to say, it's a little bit windy today, really windy in fact. Make sure the microphone doesn't blow away. But check out these views and you'll see property that is under €150,000, 10 minutes from here. Now I'm in Torrox, Costa for this, and even today, even though it's so windy, there are people down hiding out the wind. But they are sunbathing, so they will be getting a good bit of sun. It's probably too windy for other people to be on the beach. I noticed that they have taken the sun loungers. So that's it, winter season has, they've taken the sun loungers away from this part. I'm going to get away from the wind because it is horrendous today. And we're going to drive up to Torrox, Pueblo. It's beautiful down here. Let's say the wind is just unbelievable today. I've just spoken to a friend of mine who's in Portugal, and he sent me a video, as we do, send videos to each other these days. Nobody sends text, do they? And I could hardly hear him because of the wind. And it's the same in Portugal. But if you look at that beach, it is fantastic, isn't it? And the promenade that Torrox Costa does have. But we are not looking at Torrox Costa. We're going to Torrox Pueblo. A beach bar here, El Faro Beach Bar. And there are other beach bars down that way that sit right on the beach. Look at that, fantastic. Even people sitting there today, trying to sit out of the wind. This looks like O'Leary's has people in it. One next door. So I'm going to keep this one as live as I can, and what we'll do is we're at the car now. So I'll get the car keys out the pocket, change cameras, and let's head up to Torrox Pueblo, where hopefully, it's not going to be as windy because it's a bit more, well, it will because it's up the hill. Let's go. Now that we are in the car, and we can drive up to Torrox Pueblo. The Torrox Pueblo is one of those typical little Spanish whitewashed villages. It is nothing like what it is down in Torrox Costa. There is some fantastic properties up this way, and I'm sure you'll love it. You've never seen Torrox Costa before, but a lot of people are looking for somewhere that is not far from the beach, but is still can have a decent sized property. There is lots of properties up this way where you can get. I'm going to have to go this way and then turn around. The downside of these roads in Spain, some of them are crazy. It's the way that they're set up. Solid white line, so you can't cross it. So you have to do crazy about turn. Or you could just cross over the white line that I've seen many tourists do. So there is a lot of slip roads. I'd show you the road going on, but there's like the camera would get a great angle hanging off the top of the visor the way it is. But anyway, Torrox Pueblo, it is a fantastic little pueblo, a little whitewashed village town. It has lots of different bars. It has a very dynamic population. Well, not dynamic, I would say it's a very cosmopolitan population. There is a lot of old Spanish that obviously stay in the town, and it's typical of any part of Spain. You do get a lot of the younger generation do leave for job prospects and such like. I'm not too sure what it's like in the Pueblo, how many people are Spanish compared to non-Spanish, but there are a lot of little artisan businesses that have started up in the area, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And when you see small businesses like that thriving, that does have a little market. One of my things that I always look for when you go to a little Spanish town, does it have the mercadillo?
Does it have the market that everyone goes to in the morning? No, it's only open till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it has your fruit and veg, it has your butcher, it has fresh bread. You know, it has everything that you need. It has the fishmonger, it has everything that you can want. It also has a supermarket in the Pueblo as well. Lots of little bars and restaurants in the square. There's even an Italian. There's a new one that's just opened. Not quite sure what it is, but we'll soon find out. So I'm just doing this live, but it's not live, but just shows you how long it will take to get up into the Pueblo. Now, if you were to buy a property up here, a lot of the properties do have, if they are a 3-story house, a lot of them do have garages in it. A lot of them don't, but there is a big parking facility that's like a wee multi-story car park for locals to use. And then down this end of the town, they have just built a brand new car park for people. And as you head up into the hill, can you walk this? Yeah, you could probably walk it in around about half an hour if you wanted to walk down. I don't know. But then it's the walk back up because it's uphill for anybody that doesn't drive. There is a bus service, a very good bus service I believe, that goes between Torrox, Costa and the Pueblo. But don't quote me on that because I don't take buses. Now just to my right hand side here is the big car park that they've just newly tarmacked. And the town did make quite a song and dance about the fact that they have newly tarmacked that road. Press the clutch. It's an interesting bit this of the Pueblo because it has a lot of newer buildings, and it's also got the school up here, school buses all parked that time of day, and you do get some fantastic views. You can still get sea views, you can still get properties up here that do have, now that's me at the beginning of Torrox Pueblo now. That's me at the beginning. There's a little supermarket there. And that didn't take long, did it? Fantastic little town. Now let's drive up further to the car park that is right up in the top of the Pueblo. Building just to the side here that hasn't been finished. There are quite a few properties for sale up here. There's a lot of people buying properties to refurbish them and then keep them for a while and then put them back on the market. It's completely different from Nerja. When you look at the price of properties along the coast, anywhere, you know, the price of properties along the coast anywhere are going up an unbelievable rate. Speaking to my friend who was in Portugal, he stays in Mallorca actually, and Mallorca and Santa Ponza, and he's been there for a number of years, and it's getting too expensive. He's thinking of moving, so I'm actually meeting up with him on Thursday as he comes back up from Portugal. He's spending the night in Nerja, but he is looking all the way up. He's been in Portugal for 4 days, and one of the big reasons that he is thinking personally about moving to Portugal was for tax reasons. He is in the higher tax bracket in Spain, and this is a fantastic bit of the Pueblo as well. I do love it up here. There's my little handy place. Don't know, I think if I had a choice, would you stay here long term in the Pueblo? Yeah, definitely. But we like to be near the beach. Jesus, woman just about pulled out right in front of me. It's the last thing you need, isn't it? Now you just go round the hill up here. But yeah, it is a nice place. Might actually go and get something to eat up here as well. So when you see the price of the food, also, but there is quite a sharp bend at this point. The central urbanisation. There's a car park down there as well. There's also the market down that way. Oh, sharp corner. Nearly to the front of the coop. And then up the hill. Again. Lots of cars parked. Try and see if I can get a car parking space without actually having to go up to. I mean, it'd be good to go up to the car park, show you where the car park is, and then just let me past. Thank you. Got all the Christmas decorations up, the lights. Had the lights on up here. Oh, I'll be like parking here. I know it's in for tourists. Solo tourists. I'm going to park there. I'm not too sure about that. Because it's right on the square. It's a beautiful little square, this. It's absolutely gorgeous. You want to drive past everyone sitting at these bars. And the bars are all open. And there's a difference between the likes of the Pueblo and down in the Costa, where you get some places that may close for the winter season. Right, let's drive all the way up into the Pueblo. You'll see this walking down. I mean, the roads are tight. Country properties, we'll have a look at that. On the way down, there's an estate agent in the town. There are one or two estate agents in the town that deal predominantly just with properties in the Pueblo. Whoa. If I stick my hand out the window, I'd be touching that building. It's a great little street. It is a one-way street going through the town as well, so you don't come back down this way. There's a hotel and restaurant, La Casa, Torrox. Just put that window down, just to some air in. Now, what's going on with the temperature today? Because I am in shorts. Yes, I am in shorts. It's the weather has taken a turn. There's actually a house around about here somewhere that's up for sale for about 120 grand. I want to try and find it. The one thing is you've got to drive slow when you're driving through the Pueblo, because obviously there are people walking in the streets also. So why did you just cross over and just make it even more difficult? Thank you. But there is some fantastic buildings up here with some fantastic properties, over 3 levels, with some fantastic views of the sea. You only have to shut your door, mate, for me to get past. Roll, van drivers. Looks like someone's getting an Amazon delivery, and there's a cyclist coming down the wrong way. Takes all sorts, doesn't it? Cyclist heading down the wrong way down the road. Then he's shouting at me to move over. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And then there are some bars up this area also. So it looks like someone's bought that building. There's a building it's been sitting empty, and this has been going into the car park. Now this is right up the top end of the Pueblo. It is quite a way up, so it is on 2-3 levels, this car park, which is good. And I can get a space back there. Try to get a space up the top. Get a space up the top so we could see the views. Just got a space here, because it has some fantastic views here. And that's it. Just straighten up so that I'm in the one space. There we go. Can't have anybody complaining. And that's us. So let me show you the outside of Torrox. And look at that. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Is that not gorgeous? Anyway, let's get back and we'll get everything else together and we'll show you the rest of Torrox Pueblo.
So this is the view from the garage. You can see from the park, I'm sorry, and then you can see the motorway there, and then the sea just in. So it only takes around about 8 minutes to get from the beach up to the Pueblo. And when you move up here, you're staying in a place like this. Now, I am going to look. There is a property that I've seen, and I'm not sure if it's at this part or if it's further up. It's a fantastic little place. So this is La Casa Hotel and Restaurant that we passed, open New Year's Eve, 6-course dinner, wine, €90 per person, only a few tickets remaining. Woof. And there's the menu. It's quite good, that menu actually, that's really good. Oh, steak. So, there is a house about here for sale. I've got a funny feeling it may be this one above here. This is absolutely beautiful. This is why you move to little places like this. I mean, this isn't the town taking care of this. This is just the locals. And I've got to say, it's beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Imagine coming out your front door. Look at that. Great, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant. Way down into other streets. You know, and this is where people live. It's not the townhouse that's done this. It's not council, it's just absolutely beautiful. I need to go back and listen to that again. That is great. And then the little lighthouse down in Torrox, Costa. See, this is what I love. People that take care of the places that they stay at. You know? Beautiful, isn't it? Gives you a little bit of shade as well in the summer. Gorgeous. So if you were feeling really up to renovating an old property, and I've got to say, you would have to get something done with that wall because it looks like that wall's been hit by a few vehicles over the years. But then again, it is right on the corner. Country Properties, Si Vende. And there's one next door for it for sale also, in Componeta Properties. I wonder if that is the whole 3-storey building. The only issue is you're coming straight out onto the road, but now we've got the mini market around here and we've got Country Properties real estate at this very window. So let's take a look. Can't see any within the town. Outside. There's one. That's in Torrox, Pueblo. Roof terrace. 295,000. No, can't find the one that I was looking for. It's obviously not in the window. They put the ones that are a bit more expensive in the window. Good thing it's got a nice little cake shop there. The cakes in there. And then there is the market, Mercadeo Municipal, where you can buy all your fresh veg and everything like that. Obviously at this time of year, it's not as busy as it would be during the summer. Some of the bars are closed down during the day. There's the estate agency that we were talking about. It is closed. The properties that I'm looking for aren't in the window. But this is a fantastic little... And then you've got the Christmas lights and everything. So there is Competa properties. 180, 160 has been reserved. 160 new on the market. 179. 75. It's always the same when you're looking in the windows for the ones that you see online. I mean, there's one there, 60,000 euros. It's tiny though, it's 50 square meters. Let's have a look on Idealista and we'll see if we can find the ones that were for sale. But no, there's no cheap ones in this window today, unfortunately. So that was just a bar, that one. There is no food at that one, I don't think. Because everyone was just sitting drinking outside. It is that funny time of year where some places do close down for a little bit of a holiday, because they would open all during the winter. So, or it may be just the fact that it is siesta time. When you look down at this place down here, I don't know what that is, but nice little tables, nice little terrace area out of the sun, which you'd be wanting in the summertime. As I promised, a 3-bedroom house with a garage. Not sure how you'd be able to get a car in and out that garage space, but there is a garage. So suppose you could convert that into another type of property, or you get a really small car. I'd go down the road and get in a really small car staying in a place like this, because you've not really any need. The good side is there is a hotel right next door to it. You see more of the property on this side. There's another house just to the side of it, and it must go down under the ground. Interesting. It does have a roof terrace also. It's right on the corner. It does have the garage. It obviously does need a lot of work done to it, but I mean there are other properties where it's just got the good old-fashioned Vivendi sign on it. So there are still bargains to be had in Torrox, Pueblo. Is it worth you putting 120 grand into it? You tell me in the comments. Is this somewhere that you could see yourself staying? Or are you looking for somewhere that's a bit more lively? I think this place is great. What you also have to remember is the price of the property that you're buying isn't necessarily the price of the property that it will finally be. There's a lot of property prices that vary from obviously 120 grand up to near enough £1 million in Torrox, Pueblo. It's utter madness. There's some kind of police incident now going on in Torrox, Pueblo, just when you think it's a nice little quiet town. There is a police cordon in the one area. No idea what's going on. Good thing about this place is it actually sells flowers as well as wine. Look at that, cracking a little bit of chorizo on bread, a couple of little fries. Can't beat it. Now that is a bit of tapas and a half. Pincho de pollo y patatas.